So you're thinking about moving to Salt Lake City, Utah, but maybe the big city life isn't your idea of where you want to live. Maybe you're more of the small town country type of folk. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about the 5 best rural small town feels within 45 minutes of Salt Lake City, Utah. And you're going to want to stick around to the end because number 1 is going to be a great area. You're going to love what this town has to offer, and we're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel, and if you'd like to know everything there is to know about living in Salt Lake City, Utah and the surrounding areas, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hi, my name's Steve Gilbert. I'm with eXp Realty. You know, my team and I, we get calls and emails every day from people just like you that are looking for help with making their move to the Salt Lake City area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to make a move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call. You can send us a text. You can always schedule a Zoom call with us. The information that's in the description below. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah. So as I mentioned, we are going to take a look at the top 5 rural small town communities within 45 minutes of Salt Lake City, Utah. We're going to look at it on the map and we're going to get after it right now. Coming in at number 5 on our list, the best rural towns to live in near the Salt Lake City area. Number 5 is going to be Eagle Mountain, Utah, and that is located in the northwestern part of Utah County. So the Salt Lake County, Utah County border runs roughly along that line right there. And so we're going to be just directly south of that, a couple of different access points from I-15 to 2100 North into the Eagle Mountain area, where there's popular access coming through the Redwood Road area, which will tie into the Bangerter Highway and gives you access to I-15. So you are about a 45-minute drive from Eagle Mountain, especially the ranches area on the northern half. You're going to be close to that 45 minutes, heading all the way up into the Salt Lake area. If you're all the way down in the town center of Eagle Mountain, you're going to be an extra few minutes. We're going to actually push past that, but definitely within that 45-minute stretch. And so what is it that people like about Eagle Mountain? So we have had a lot of growth out there. It's significantly grown in population size over the past 25 years. We went from a few hundred, now we're up to around 50,000 people that call Eagle Mountain home. But one thing about it is Eagle Mountain, outside of the stoplights that are on your highway, which is your Highway 73, which takes you out past 5 Mile out into the Tooele Valley as you continue to head west and north. But this highway right here, there's a couple of stoplights, but you don't have any stoplights in the city of Eagle Mountain itself. And so it does help to maintain that small town feel. One great thing about Eagle Mountain, and something that people absolutely love about living out there, and that is the ease and the access of this area directly west, which is called 5 Mile Path. So there's all kinds of recreating with motorcycles and 4-wheelers and side-by-side. So you can go out there and spend all day, not ride the same trail twice. Eagle Mountain also has lots of options for people that like to do skeet shooting, clay shooting. There's the Wasatch Wing and Clay, which is right on the north border of Eagle Mountain. And so we are going to be less in price compared to Salt Lake County for the median home price. You know, we used to be around $545,000 as a median home price for Salt Lake County. And just in today's market, we are seeing values that are starting to come down a little bit. And now we're closer to $525,000 for Salt Lake County. Eagle Mountain, the median home price is $509,000. So we are lower than what Salt Lake is. But we've also got a lot newer homes out there. Our median age built home is 2007, and that's only going to continue to get newer because we have so much growth, so many new homes being built. So that number is just going to continue to increase. Our average lot size in the Eagle Mountain area is around 0.26 of an acre. So we're just over a quarter of an acre. So you are able to pick up some larger lots in this area. However, I do want to mention that with all of the recent growth and development, we are seeing more and more high density, which is simply giving way for the affordability that they're trying to match in today's real estate market. And so we do see a lot of homes that sit on these smaller lots around 0.10, 0.15 of an acre. But just like any small town, you're going to have a couple of small or smaller grocery stores. In Eagle Mountain itself, a couple of restaurants, but nothing mainstream. All of your major shopping is going to be in Saratoga Springs area. So from Eagle Mountain, a couple ways to get to Saratoga Springs. You can take the highway down, and this Redwood Road area is going to be where the Costco, the Walmart, lots of your restaurants are located there. So depending what part of Eagle Mountain that you live in, it could be another 10 to 15 minutes driving out of Eagle Mountain to get to those shopping areas. And so one consideration on our list, Eagle Mountain is going to put you close to city life, yet give you that small town rural feel right there in northern Utah County. The number 2 town that we're going to talk about for rural living is going to be Lake Point. And this is located out west of Salt Lake City in Tooele County. So you can see it's this area on the north end right next to I-80, and that's going to give it a lot of convenience. So because of its location here, you can easily pop onto the I-80. You can head east over into Salt Lake City, and you're only about a 21-minute drive. And so it's fast freeway access. Heading to the airport is even faster than that. You're probably about 18 minutes from Lake Point to the international airport right there. As far as shopping goes, most people are going to head south down into the Tooele area. This is where you're going to find grocery stores. You're going to find your Walmart down there. And so that's where most people are going to head to. However, because you're so close to I-80, you can easily come over here, tie into the 201, and this flows over very easy, nice and quick. You can head past Magna into parts of West Valley, especially around 5600 West. You've got all kinds of shopping out there. You know, you've got your Targets and grocery stores, additional Walmarts. Those are your 2 main shopping areas there. One thing about Lake Point is if you like that rural feel, you're going to have lots of rural space out in the Tooele Valley. You've got small towns like Grantsville. Stockton's a really small town that's to the south of it. Tooele is going to be your larger area. As you can see right here, it is growing pretty fast right now, but still definitely smaller than what we find over in Salt Lake County. You've got small towns like Stansbury Park, which is continuing to grow. And so if you like a little bit a bigger community feel, Stansbury Park would be another option to look at. But you're going to find larger lots in the Lake Point area. On I-80 heading west, it does take you out to Wendover, Nevada. So if you enjoy the casinos and gambling, that's just directly out west. A fun place to come out and do a little bit of recreating is out here in the Skull Valley area. They actually take the 196 directly south. You've got a fun little area called Horseshoe Springs out there. There's a little sand dune area. It's not very big, but it is fun to go out there and enjoy some of that West Desert recreation that it provides out there. So let's go ahead and zoom in and take you a little bit closer here. So with Lake Point here, it is nestled right up against the Ochre Mountains. So we are on the west side of the Ochre Mountains, which means the mountain range is directly to our east. And it is just a small town. It has a population of 2,600 people. So our average lot size is about a half of an acre. We are seeing newer homes come in being built. So those lot sizes are shrinking a little bit, but most of our established Lake Point neighborhoods have larger lots. A lot of them, these 1 acre plus lots. And so the median home price in Lake Point's around $460,000. That puts us at $181 a square foot. So let's take a quick look at the real estate map to show you. Here's our I-80 right up here to the north of us and to the slightly to the west. So for $399,000, this is a little home. It's a 950 square foot home, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, but it's over 1 acre. And then let's take a look at some of these newer homes that they're building. So for $550,000, it's a 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,700 square foot. You see, we've got that smaller lot size there. Once we jump up to like $639,000, now we're closer to a third of an acre at 4,200 square feet. So that's a quick view of Lake Point, number 2 on our list. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next area. Number 3 on our list is Fruit Heights, Utah. This is up in Davis County, so we are north of Salt Lake County. And here's the area outlined in red right here. So you can see that we're nestled up against the Wasatch Mountains. Those are going to be in your backyard directly to the east. We have Highway 89 that comes right through the center of Fruit Heights, and it ties into I-15. As you take that south into the Salt Lake area, you are about a 25-minute drive as you head south. You do have a couple of shopping areas outside of Fruit Heights. You're not going to have any type of shopping right in Fruit Heights itself. Most of your shopping is going to be down at Farmington Station, which is down here in the Farmington area. 89 and I-15 Fork, right by Lagoon. So this is your big amusement park. People from Idaho and all across Utah come to this amusement park called Lagoon. So there's Laguna Beach, which is a big water park there as well. And that's all located just directly south. But for shopping, you do have Farmington Station, and then there's lots of shopping options up here in the Layton area, including the Layton Hills Mall, and then just all kinds of shopping. So everything that you need is within, about 10 minutes drive from the Fruit Heights area. You do have shopping for grocery and other, smaller shopping right here in Kaysville as well. So let's go ahead and take a little bit closer look at Fruit Heights. We do have a population of 6,400 people, and you do have the Davis Golf Course, which is located on the southwest corner of Fruit Heights. You've got a popular walking trail. This is a hiking trail that takes you up the canyon. It's called Adams Canyon, and you'll always find people on the weekend parked along this frontage road, hiking up that mountain there. And so let's take a quick look at what you're going to find from a real estate standpoint in the area of Fruit Heights. So our median home price is just shy of $800,000. So that it actually sits at $797,000, and that's going to give us a median price per square foot of $210 per square foot. The average lot size is 0.29 of an acre, so just shy of a third of an acre. And so let's go ahead and find a home that's close to the median home price. So $784,000. Here's what you would expect to get in the Fruit Heights area. So 0.28 of an acre. We're almost right at that median. 4,459 square feet, 6-bedroom, 4-bath. And so that's a quick look at what you'll find there. Fruit Heights, it does get its name because of all the orchards that were located up here. We still do have a handful of orchards. However, a lot of them have been developed. We're getting more housing along this area here. There has been recent growth and expansion on Highway 89. This used to be, 2 lanes each direction with, lights periodically throughout, reaching all the way up into the Ogden area. They are widening this, and so it's going to flow a whole lot better as well. And so a quick look at Fruit Heights, and let's go ahead and go to number 2. Number 2 on our list is going to be located in Utah County again, but this time we're going to be on the northern side, on the far east corner of northeast Utah County. So we have Alpine that is located in the area on red. We have the Timpanogos Highway, or the Alpine Highway, which runs east-west. This ties into I-15. You're going to travel right through Lehigh. I-15 take you up into the Salt Lake area, and you're around a 36-minute drive from Alpine up into Salt Lake City. And if you're going to find yourself frequenting the Silicon Slopes area, that's going to be a nice quick drive of about 10 to 15 minutes coming from Alpine. And so you do have some beautiful peaks that surround you in Alpine. And that's one of the great things about Alpine is, first off, you are going to pay for it. And I'm going to share with you their median home price. It is significantly higher than anything else that we're looking at today. And it's going to be significantly higher than what Salt Lake County averages as well. But that price comes because you're surrounded by absolute stunning mountains. So you've got Lone Peak directly to the north, which is these beautiful granite peaks. You've got Box Elder Peak directly to the east. You've got access as you continue up the Timpanogos Highway. This will take you right up American Fork Canyon. You've got recreation areas like Tibble Fork Reservoir, which is very popular for kayaking and paddleboarding. You can do some fishing up there. You have Silver Lake, which is just up the road from Tibble Fork, which offers fishing and camping and picnicking. You've got the Alpine Loop, a highway that ties all the way down going into Provo Canyon. It's one of the most popular scenic drives during the fall time as the leaves are changing colors in the state of Utah. Typically peaks during the last couple weeks of September, the first week of October. And so let's zoom in a little bit closer here and show you around Alpine. There's a couple of very fun, this Lambert Park right here. These are rodeo grounds, but it's also one of the favorite training facilities for the high school and junior high mountain biking teams. So It is an easier mountain bike course. There's several different trails tucked up against the corner of this mountain. As you can see, we have a couple of hiking trails that you can access from the same area as well. If you've watched my videos where I talk about Draper and Corner Canyon, you have all of the mountain biking trails located over there. If I remember right, there's like 76 trails in that trail system for mountain biking. And you're going to have access to some of that from this side. We're just on the back side of Corner Canyon. And so you do have different trail systems, including a Hog Hollow that's on this side. You're going to have access pretty close to this alpine area right here. And so let's talk about population real quick. We have a population of 10,500 people. Our median home price in Alpine is $1.3 million. And so this is a very nice community, a lot of luxury homes. There's a lot of new homes that are being built that are multi-million-dollar homes. It's just a beautiful area, and people pay for these incredible views because they're just nestled right up against the mountains in this very unique pocket in Alpine. In fact, I would argue that Alpine is one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful city in all of northern Utah along the Wasatch Front. That is going to give us a median square foot price of $316 a square foot. The median age of home is 1997 in Alpine. So we do have some older homes in this area, and a lot of these newer homes are going to be these very nice large homes. But we have larger lots, so we're just shy of an acre. We're 0.88 is our average lot size in the city of Alpine. And so again, there's not going to be any major shopping like all of these small towns that we're talking about. There's no major shopping here. You will be leaving the Alpine area, heading into areas like Lehigh, heading down into American Fork. You do have a Walmart, Cedar Hills, Highland area. And so again, you are going to have to leave these areas, and that's part of that small town feel, that small town community. That's why people like to live there, is you don't have all that hustle and bustle. So let's take a quick look. I mentioned our median price home is $1.3 million. And so let's take a quick look and show you something around that price. So $1.25 million for 7 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. We're 6,123 square feet, and we sit on 0.41 of an acre. But that's a quick look at what you're going to get close to that median home price in the city of Alpine. And so let's head to our number one city. We have reached number one on the list, and that is going to be Mountain Green. And this is located in the county of Morgan. So this county is located east of Davis County, east of Weber County. So it's this area here where we see this red balloon. We're right off of I-84. So you've got to come through Weber Canyon. You're going to follow the Weber River. You're going to tie into 89, and to come down into Salt Lake, you're going to come down south through 89. You're going to go right through Fruit Heights and take you down into the Salt Lake area. So you're around a 36-minute drive from Mountain Green down into the Salt Lake area. There are no shopping options in Mountain Green. You've got a Sinclair gas station that you could pick up some eggs and some milk. That's about your options there. So you would be heading down into the Morgan area. Yeah, you've got a grocery store, limited options in this area as well, but you can come back through Weber Canyon. You're going to be about a 10 to 15 minute drive to come to the canyon, and then you're going to have some options here in the Ogden area. So you can continue through to Riverdale. There's lots of shopping options here. You've got lots of shopping options as you come up into the Ogden area, and then you've always got Layton that's not too far as well. So a little bit more travel time coming from Mountain Green because you are on the back side of the Wasatch Mountains. We are now located on the east side of the mountain range as opposed to being on the west side. As you know, that everything else was on the west side that we've taken a look at. So what's nearby here? Well, there's a couple of great things about this area. You do have a couple of ski resorts that are in your backyard. You've got Snow Basin, you've got Powder Mountain. Those are just north of you. When you take this 167, you've got Pineview Reservoir. You can see this right here. And, you know, Pineview is one of the more popular reservoirs and lakes in all of northern Utah. And so people come here. This is very popular on the weekends. It's always full of boats. In fact, they have to limit the number of boats that can go out on the lake just for safety purposes. But this area right here that I'm circling, this is like a big horseshoe, and this is where the marina is. This is where you come and, well, this is one of the areas that you can launch your boats, but it has a great beach. In fact, I would argue that Pine View has one of the nicest beaches in all of the reservoirs and lakes in northern Utah. And so that's just right up the road from you. It's going to take you about 15 minutes to come up and out of Mountain Green and drop over into this valley by the city of Huntsville. And so let's go ahead and take a little bit closer look at Mountain Green itself. And so there is really, it's just a small town, small community. The population right now is 4,800 people. We are going to find larger lots. Our average lot size is half of an acre. And, there are new homes, newer communities being built. And just like, most of these communities that we've looked at with these newer homes, we kind of see these lot sizes shrinking. But lots of neighborhoods that have a standard lot size of a half acre in this area. So let's take a quick look at some of the homes here. I mentioned the median home price, that is $824,000. $233 a square foot is our median price per square foot. And so here's a home for $848,000 that puts us pretty close to that median. We're going to be a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath home, 3,500 square feet, and we're just over a third of an acre, so 0.37 of an acre. And so that's a quick look at what you can find in the housing area. Let's look and see what you're getting for $399. So it looks like that's just a lot here. So 5-acre lot right there. And so one thing I do want to zoom back out here and show you this. People, one thing that they do enjoy about this area is we've got the Weber River that flows through this area. And a lot of people like to come and tube this. So they'll just float down the river on their tubes. They'll start further up the river, and they like to tube down. Some of them will come right down here into the Mountain Green area. So in fact, from a fishing standpoint, people like to fish the Weber River. There are different access points along this area as well. So if you enjoy fishing for trout, the Weber River gives you great access to some of that fishing as well. And so that is Mountain Green, our #1 area on our list of rural homes today. Okay, so that wraps up the top 5 small town rural towns within 45 minutes of Salt Lake City, Utah. So I hope that gives you a good idea. If you like that small town feel, if that's kind of that feel that you like, that little slower pace to life, here's some great options that you can consider. So I've always been a fan of the small town feel. In fact, growing up, my family had a cabin up in the Uinta Mountains. My parents now own that cabin, so I still frequent that every year. But our main way of going there when I grew up was actually going through Weber Canyon. So as we would head east to Weber Canyon, would pop out right there in Mountain Green. And as soon as we got to Mountain Green, there was just this different feel. We've left the busy city life behind. Now we're in the country, and I've just always loved the feel. As soon as we got out there, it was like we were starting our journey, starting our vacation into the mountains. And so if that's something that you enjoy, if you like that feel as well, some great options for you to consider. So whether you're thinking about making a move in 9 days or in 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text. You can always schedule that Zoom call with us. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah. And until then, I hope to see you around town.